What's up, riders? Welcome back to Hyperbike's Update, your number one stop for everything two wheels. Today, we're diving into a legend that's been ruling the road for decades. If you love speed, performance, and that pure thrill of cutting through the wind, you've already heard the name. We're talking about none other than the 2025 Suzuki Hayabusa, the king of hyperbikes. But what's different this time? What does the 2025 version bring to the table? Is it still the top dog? Stay tuned, and by the end of this video, you'll have the full scoop, from the exterior design to the engine, to the riding experience and the price you'll be looking at to own this beauty. Let's hit the ground running and get into this detailed review. Let's start with the exterior because that's where your first impressions form. When you lay your eyes on the 2025 Suzuki Hayabusa, one word comes to mind: sleek. The overall look remains unmistakably Hayabusa, but with some tweaks that make this latest iteration feel more refined, modern, and downright aggressive. The front end still has that distinctive aerodynamic shape, but Suzuki has sharpened things up a bit. The headlight is all LED now, giving you that crisp, white light output while also keeping energy consumption down. The unit itself has been redesigned slightly, less bulk, more of that precision look, almost like the face of a bird of prey. And let's talk about those dear sad daytime running lights. They sit just below the main headlight cluster and give the bike a menacing glare even in broad daylight. The indicators have been integrated smoothly into the front fairing, so nothing feels out of place or like an afterthought. Moving to the side, you'll immediately notice the full fairing continues that flowing, aerodynamic design, just like its predecessors, but Suzuki has taken great care with the small details. The body panels fit tighter than ever, with subtle creases that give the bike a muscular stance. And that paintwork, man, it's glossy, premium, and every color option Suzuki's offering for 2025 just pops in the sunlight. There's no mistaking a Hayabusa, and this new version keeps that iconic silhouette alive while bringing it into a new era. Another thing you'll notice from the side profile is the twin exhaust pipes. Suzuki's opted for these large, chromed-out mufflers again, and while some might think they look bulky, they're designed to work with the bike's aerodynamics. Plus, they sound incredible, which we'll get onto when we talk about performance. Overall, from the side, it's low-slung, it's aggressive, and it's every bit as intimidating as you'd expect. As we move to the rear of the bike, we find one of the more noticeable design updates. The tail section is slimmer than on previous models, giving the bike a more modern look. The LED tail light is narrow but bright and fits seamlessly between the rear cowl and those sweeping exhausts. The indicators at the back have been integrated into the rear fairing, so you get a cleaner, more minimalist look without losing out on visibility. It's all about refinement here. The 2025 Hayabusa doesn't reinvent the wheel when it comes to its exterior, but it takes everything that's already iconic and sharpens it up for a fresh, modern look. Alright, now let's get to the heart of this beast. What's under the fairings? The 2025 Suzuki Hayabusa is powered by a 1340cc inline-4 engine, the same engine capacity that's been a hallmark of the Busa lineup for years. But don't think for a second that Suzuki hasn't refined it. This engine is smoother, more efficient, and tuned for better performance at both high and low revs. It produces about 187 horsepower at 9,700 RPM and around 150 Nm of torque at 7,000 RPM. This means you've got power wherever you need it, whether you're cruising at low speeds in the city or gunning it on an open stretch of highway. One of the biggest updates for 2025 is how Suzuki has made the engine more compliant with stricter emission standards while still maintaining that raw power. They've tweaked the fuel injection system, refined the exhaust, and worked on the engine internals to ensure it delivers the same thrill with lower emissions. This is important because, as much as we love power, we need to acknowledge the shift towards greener, more sustainable tech in the automotive world. The engine now runs smoother at lower RPMs, making everyday riding much more manageable. But when you twist that throttle, the Hayabusa roars to life. The torque curve has been optimized to give you more pull lower in the rev range, so you feel that surge of acceleration sooner. It's an exhilarating experience, and with the improved electronics package, it's also a more controlled one. When you ride a Hayabusa, you expect performance. The 2025 model does not disappoint. Suzuki has equipped this bike with a full suite of electronic rider aids, so you can tailor the riding experience to your needs. There's a 6-axis IMU that provides data to the bike's various systems, such as traction control, anti-wheelie control, and cornering ABS. These systems work seamlessly in the background to keep you safe without intruding too much on the riding experience. If you're a seasoned rider, you can dial things back and let the Hayabusa unleash its full potential. Or if you're feeling a bit more cautious, you can increase the intervention levels. The riding modes are one of the standout features. There are 3 preset modes and 3 customizable modes, allowing you to tweak the throttle response, engine power delivery, and the level of rider aids. So whether you're out for a relaxed ride or ready to hit the track, you can adjust the bike to match your mood and the conditions. The handling has been improved too. Despite its size, the Hayabusa feels surprisingly agile, thanks in part to the new frame geometry and suspension setup. The front features fully adjustable KIB 43mm forks, while the rear is equipped with a KIB monoshock, also fully adjustable. This allows you to fine-tune the suspension to your liking, whether you're tackling tight corners or cruising on the highway. The braking system has also been upgraded. The 2025 Hayabusa features Brembo Stylema calipers on the front, paired with 320mm discs, while the rear gets a Nissan caliper with a single 260mm disc. This setup provides excellent stopping power and feedback, giving you confidence whether you're braking hard into a corner or coming to a smooth stop in traffic. And with cornering ABS, you're in safe hands even when you're pushing the bike to its limits. The overall ride quality is phenomenal. Suzuki has struck a perfect balance between comfort and sportiness. The seating position is more relaxed than on some other hyperbikes, so you can easily take it on long rides without feeling cramped or uncomfortable. Yet, it's still aggressive enough to give you that edge when you want to push hard. The windscreen and fairings do an excellent job of deflecting the wind, making high-speed runs much more manageable. Now, let's talk about what it's going to cost to put the 2025 Hayabusa in your garage. Depending on where you are in the world, prices will vary, but the base price is expected to be around $19,000 to $21,000 in most markets. Of course, there are a few factors that can affect that, like color options or dealer markups. But compared to other hyperbikes in its class, the Hayabusa is competitively priced. You're getting a whole lot of bike for the money: a world-class engine, top-notch electronics, and that unmistakable Hayabusa styling. Keep in mind, this is a premium machine, and if you're looking at accessories or performance upgrades, those costs can add up. But straight out of the box, this bike is ready to thrill, and you won't feel like you need to make any modifications unless you're chasing personal preferences or specific performance goals. So there you have it, the 2025 Suzuki Hayabusa, a modern masterpiece that stays true to its legendary roots. This bike is all about balance between power and control, between aggression and refinement. Whether you're a longtime fan of the Busa or someone looking to experience a hyperbike for the first time, the 2025 model is a serious contender that delivers on all fronts. What do you think? Is this the best Hayabusa yet? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed the review, and make sure you subscribe to Zabike's Update for more content just like this. We'll be diving into more bikes, more reviews, and more tips to keep you on the road and loving the ride. Thanks for watching, and until next time, ride safe.